and welcome to our home in Australia. So today we're going to look at our 6 favourite coastal locations that we went to in Europe. Any tours that I mentioned today I will put in the description below for when we can all travel again, because you'll definitely want to go on some of these.
I'm Melody and this is Michael. We are both Australian teachers who have taken a year off our jobs to travel. Our goal is to see more than 30 countries in 12 months. So subscribe and let's get going.
Number 6, let's get started, is Sardinia in Italy. We had such an amazing stay at a bed and breakfast in La Maddalena. So we chose to stay in La Maddalena, which is a little island off the northern tip of Sardinia. It was beautiful, definitely a place that we're going to go back to in the future. So our host took such good care of us. The breakfasts were amazing. She let us take snacks for morning tea and lunchtime. On the second day, we decided we wanted a scooter so we could travel around the island. Unfortunately, at that point, we hadn't got our international driver's licenses, but they were very nice to us and they let us hire the scooter on Michael's Australian driver's license. That gave us a chance that we could explore the island, because taxis were quite expensive on it, because it was actually 2 ladies that you could call. So yeah, it was definitely great to get a scooter. It meant that we could go across the bridge and explore more of the national park over the other side. And we got to go to this beautiful cove called Calicotticcio, which I'm going to mention in our top favourite beaches. We were there at Easter time, so unfortunately it was slightly cold in the water at 14 degrees. It didn't stop me from going in. I was in the mindset, I'm here, I'm gonna do it. It's the first time we've seen a proper beach in a long time. So I got into the water, but Michael just laughed at me pretty much. It's definitely, like I said, a place that we'd love to come back to in the summertime. I know it's a lot busier, but it would be really nice to explore those beaches again when we can get our snorkels and actually go for a proper swim. So number 5 on our list is Turkey. Starting our bus about tour in Fethiye, we island hopped our way down and then did a loop back to Fethiye at the end. It was the first time we'd seen beautiful clear water that you could swim in for so long. So we were so excited to be on this boat. We were on this huge Turkish gullet, which actually slept 20 people. So we had quite a few people on the tour with us. Being on anchor every night, I find really makes a difference, because you wake up in the morning and you can jump straight off the boat, go for a swim before or after breakfast, and it's just really refreshing in the morning, especially when you're getting places at night and you wake up and you're in this new anchorage, and it's just a really incredible experience. We definitely recommend the bus about tour. We had an awesome tour guide, Pat. He's unfortunately not doing it anymore, but I've heard the person that's taken over him also very good. Turkey is a must-do. I really recommend this bus about tour, or it was chartered out by Vigo. If you're on either of those ones, I know that you're going to have an amazing time, so definitely one to look out for in the future. Okay, number 4 we're up to is Zakynthos in Greece. Firstly, we were upgraded to an ocean view room. We were so excited about this, especially when you arrive somewhere at 9 PM and you wake up in the morning and you've got this amazing view. We were so excited to stay in the town of Moody instead of Zakynthos town, or Zenti as the British call it. We were surrounded by Greek families the whole time. We were pretty much the only outside tourists, and yeah, we just had a really nice experience there. After our taxi ride from the airport, we were very glad that we couldn't hire a car, because you'd just be so worried about scratching it the whole time. Definitely get full insurance if you're going to. The roads are tiny, you're passing buses, the bus barely fits on the road itself. Just, it's one of those places, Greece, Italy, the drivers, they seem to know what they're doing, but as outsiders, it's probably just safe as letting someone else do it for you. We decided to do a tour. This tour lasted 9 hours. It was a huge tour. So it started out, we went to a viewing point, then we went to the oldest olive tree, we went to an amphitheater.
And then this dance goes faster and faster every time. Okay, up, stop.
Olive oil making factory. and then Shipwreck Cove viewing point as well. And then after all that, they take you down and you jump on a boat. Then they take you to the actual shipwreck beach. You get to go for a swim there for a little bit and explore the shipwreck. Then your boat comes back and picks you up. They took us around to another place called the Blue Caves. This was really cool because it was very similar to the Blue Caves in Capri, but these ones you can swim in. You go under the rocks and then you end up in this cave, and because the sunlight's coming in and it hits, and it's just this blue wonderland. It's really, really cool. So it was nice that we could go there after going to Capri and actually swim. This is definitely a place that we'd love to come back to again. We had a really great time. We only had 3 or 4 days, so we'd love to actually spend a bit more time there and get to explore the island again. Be a great place to hire a boat. Number 3 is the Azores. We stayed on San Miguel. Now I'm gonna talk about a particular part of the Azores. If you talk to me, it's one of my most highly rated places. I really loved it. It's New Zealand, Jurassic Park, just kind of put together on this magical island. Loved it. So the place I'm going to talk about today is Ponta de Ferreira. So these are ocean hot pools. So essentially the hot springs are coming down the mountain, it meets the Atlantic Ocean water, and you sit in the ocean, but it's warm.
So unfortunately there's a lot of waves, so it's not particularly comfortable. But the spot that I've perched myself in right now between sets, it's got to be 30 degrees or something. It's really, really warm. Once the next set comes through, I'll probably get pushed into the rocks a bit, like now, and that was only a little wave. It's not all that comfortable, but it's warm.
This is an experience that we never thought we'd have, so it is definitely a must-do if you're on San Miguel in the Azores. Number 2 is Croatia. We were very excited to be getting on our boat Spotty Dog in Croatia. This was partly because it was a Beneteau Cyclades 43-4, which is the same boat as Sailing the Vagabond started out on. Traveling by boat is without a doubt our favorite thing to do, which is probably why Turkey and Croatia are quite high on our list of best ocean places that we've seen. We enjoyed every second of this trip.
Waterplane! It's a waterplane!
Number 1 is Majorca. There were almost too many beaches to choose from when we first got there, so we started out at a little beach called Cala Lombard, and then we kind of worked our way up the coastline from that. Some are really easy to access and others are quite hidden. We love the fact that you could jump straight in the water and swim around with the fish. This was probably the most sea life that we had seen in the Mediterranean, so I think that's why it is one of our most highly rated coastal destinations that we went to in Europe. That sums up our 6 favourite coastal locations that we went to in Europe. Please comment below if you agree with any of ours, if you think we missed out on any, or if you have different opinions to us. Of course, this is our own opinions on the experiences that we had at each of these places, but there are plenty more ocean locations that you can explore in Europe other than these 6. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week.